My grace is sufficient for you. Right? You don't need all this other stuff. You don't have to do it alone. And guys, we all think we're in control of anything. If you think you're in control of something, stop breathing. You can't. Because God wants you to breathe. It means there's a purpose for your life now. My whole life, I've wasted my whole life thinking, I gotta do all this stuff and get all this stuff and see my own way. And God sat me and those men down in that night and he said, no. My grace is sufficient for you. And what does St. Paul go on to say? If I'm to boast, let me only boast of my weaknesses, my hardships, my difficulties, and my burdens. Because when I'm weak, I'm strong. It's not about me, it's about him and what he can do through me. That group of men has been meeting every night for the last 9 years. It spawned this ministry, this podcast. That's why we talk about everyday things. If you listen to one of our shows and you like it, well, welcome to the mess of my life. Because that's where all those episodes came from. This very morning, I went to confession before we started this because I fell to impurity a day or two ago. I'm not perfect. None of these speakers that get up here are. We didn't come out of the womb with holy water and a Bible. I'm just as broken as you are. And I need people to help me be the man I want to be. And that's what this day is about. Man, I was in a prison cell of rebar and concrete and all these things, a physical prison cell, but everybody in this room is walking through this world in a virtual prison cell with four walls made up of their own shame, mistakes, faults, and failures, your wounds, your inadequacies, all those things. And every time you try to open the door, the devil shows up and he starts poking and prodding. What if they find out about your porn problem? What if they find out about the way you do this or the way you talk to your wife? And so what do? We shut the door and we become our own jailers because it's comfortable in here. But in the words of Pope Benedict XVI, the world offers you comfort, but you were not made for comfort. You were made for greatness. And so when you become vulnerable in three ways: with yourself, in jail, I finally admitted I had a drug problem. 2, with God in the confessional, I can't do this by myself. And 3, in a group of men who didn't leave me like the world told me they would. They were just as broken and they needed me as much as I needed them. And through that vulnerability, when I tried to open that cell again and the devil showed up, guess what? Where he poked and prodded, it was healed. Because I told people and I shared it and I got it out of my system and I told the truth. And God came into that in his infinite mercy and he healed it. And I could go out and do the same for other people.